Previously.
Friendly deer.
Among many.
Very friendly.
On Miyajima Island.
A must-see destination.
Good sunsets all around on this trip, basically.
We really did.
Everywhere.
Freakishly good luck. Look at that. Cute little squeeze box, baby deer. Give me all your food.
Sucker in
and
people.
I'm gonna squeak at you.
Hiroshima and Peace Park are, in our minds, a vital experience to have as a United States citizen visiting Japan.
I'm just sad we didn't get to see Nagasaki. I'm very glad that we got to see Hiroshima.
Still, day 9.
And on the way back.
It's the whole trip, all the way up the shore from Hiroshima to Shinjuku.
Beautiful scenery. Only about 4 hours with the Shinkansen, right?
Something like that. There was plenty to see. If you just look at this, I mean, it's gorgeous scenery the whole way up.
Yeah, it is.
The return trip gave us a review of our prior Shinkansen rides, giving us another look at Hiroshima Prefecture's countryside, Himeji Castle, Mount Roko, Kyoto, Lake Biwa, Mount Takari. We started getting the feeling that look at how clear it is. We're gonna see
Mount Fuji!
Oh, we're not gonna see Mount Fuji.
Oh, it was looking so good, and then it looked so bad.
Fell prey to the same problem just about everyone has with Mount Fuji.
Well, why
it's
should
hiding.
We're not special.
But you can kind of see it. I mean,
yeah, the base
look
of it.
at the slope. You
Yeah.
can see the slope, so it's there.
It's
totally there.
Yeah.
That's Mount Fuji. There you go, people. That's a volcano.
It's magnificent.
I'm sure it looks.
I'm sure it is.
Sure, it looks cool.
We just didn't get to see.
Well, then we gotta go back and see it.
Well, duh. Yeah. Oh.
We end up taking the trains all the way into Shinjuku, and this is where we kind of stayed.
It's a little crazy. Yeah, right in the heart of everything that is modern, and my head cold was reminding me that it was still a thing, and it was being a little brat.
And you caught a good little live performance down
I
there,
did, yes.
which I didn't even hear.
Yes, there was this wonderful performance happening there.
And that night, again, after traveling a long way, you get hungry for dinner.
We got some sushi, taking in Shinjuku, and then
Picked Sushi Zenmai because they
was
had...
it right around the corner?
Right around the corner. It was available, and they had tuna.
Yep.
Very well known for their selection of tuna.
Yeah, that fit the bill.
Did the job. Day 10. In the morning, we crossed town to go to Asakusa because we had an appointment to go see some cute animals.
Yay!
The area around the metro station was already buzzing when we arrived. I mean, it was obvious we had arrived in another popular part of town. The cafe we were searching for was a few streets down from Senso-ji Temple, though. And after walking up and down 2 partially covered streets of shops, we found what we were looking for.
An owl cafe called Forest of Owl, where they house a bunch of owls that have been taken in from other owl cafes and other rescue situations. Everywhere you turn, there's an owl staring at you. Not even kidding.
And not just owls, kookaburras and puppies among other animals.
That's not photoshopped. That's actually me behind. An otter! Oh, their little paws are so velvety soft. Oh, I gave him treats, and he was all like, yeah, give me the treats. And when I ran out, he was like, heck you, and he ran away. And it was okay, because he's adorable, and his paws are velvety and adorable and cute.
Yeah, we mainly went there for the otters. And the owls were bonuses. And after that, we visited with a shoe salesman who had visited Milwaukee, so he wanted to chat to us about Wisconsin.
How crazy was that? His brother was living in Milwaukee. there's always a Wisconsin connection when you travel.
And there just happened to be an event at Senso-ji Temple, so we had to go check it out. Maybe eat some food at some of the stalls, which we did.
Yeah.
We had some yakisoba and takoyaki, but with a tear in my eye, we had to pass up on the okonomiyaki to save room for dinner. Also, Bethany doesn't usually go for crowds, so Tokyo overall was a bit overwhelming.
Yep. When I vacation, I usually tend to try to avoid people, but this is something that people are there for a reason. So deal with it and take it in.
Last time I was here, there was only a handful of people around me, much quieter. And here is me getting suckered in by fake cherry blossoms, and I go, wait a minute.
Oh, and here's me getting suckered in by a BS fortune. This is crap.
It's the polar opposite of the fortune I got here the last time I came.
Yeah, he got the best fortune. And what did I get? Some crap. That's what I got.
You got
the least fortune, or yes.
the final least fortune.
Nothing good. He's like, okay, tie it off.
Yep. So
Roger
if you get a
Dodger.
fortune that you don't want or is negative, you have to go and tie it off so you don't take it with you.
Yeah, happy to do that, because that was a bunch of crap. Not
It's part of the gig.
Yeah, it was, yeah, and then I was sick, and Joe said, he'll come over here by the incense to
Yeah,
help
because
it,
that's the point.
help it clean you,
You
so that
waft it over yourself
to get rid of the illness.
Yeah.
And I walked away, I'm like, it didn't help.
It just needed time.
Yeah, I felt much better when I got back to the United States 5 days later.
So I got you back to our Airbnb, and then I took the
I needed
train line, and
I needed a nap. But you got to go explore.
I returned to Ueno Park because the last time I was there, it was at night and everything was closed, so I had to go to all the places that I was kept from at night. So I was really eager to see what this shrine was about, and I got the chance to actually go in there. It was too early for major cherry blossoms at this point, but there were surprises in Ueno Park, most of which I didn't get to see because I turned the wrong way. So there were probably about 5 blossoming trees I missed. But in Gojo Tenjinsha, there were 2, which was good enough for me.
Yep,
So
because it was just starting.
Yep, and I got to see cherry blossoms in Japan, which was...
More than I got to see.
I was crossing my fingers for that on this trip.
And he did it. Woo-woo!
Yeah.
Thanks to a milder spring over there. Hooray!
Huzzah! You could call this a dually shrine, comprised of Gojo Tenjinsha and Hanazono Inari Shrine. Hanazono Inari, of course, has all the torii gates, and was what pulled me in on my last trip to Japan. They're very well lit at night and look gorgeous. I was happy to be able to return, show my respect, make an offering, and see the grounds of the shrines.
Is that a real tree?
Yeah.
Oh, I wish I could have seen that. Oh, are those people tying off shit fortunes back there too?
If it's possible. The shrines and temples have that classic Japan architecture that can be so detailed and interesting.
Oh,
But
that's
then, this beautiful tree. But everyone was jockeying for their position to get good pictures of the cherry blossoms. 'Cause these were some of the first ones in Tokyo blossoming. The second blossoming tree was just still getting on, but drawing a respectable crowd nonetheless, and being on the edge of the shrine, many people could just snap their picture, their selfie, and move on, without feeling like they had to offer their respect to the kami for entering the sacred space. Maybe I'm just overthinking it. So yeah, I saw other YouTubers that were getting cherry blossoms And I saw that if I had turned behind me and walked that way, I would have saw more. But you win some, you lose some. Because I had to get over here to see the pagoda and Ueno Toshogu shrine. That was also closed off to me when I first came through, and I kind of was peering through the gate at it going, whoa, I can kind of see it. And it was worth returning for. And what is cool about this is that it's from 1651, these copper lanterns. And they're just hanging out. They're just hanging out here from 1651.
Yeah, that you could reach out and they're right there.
I wouldn't be gutsy enough to try and touch them, but
Yeah.
there they are. I mean, that's insane. Tokyo and all of Japan really have these historical gems. They're just out there waiting to be seen. Now you'll find these wooden plaques at all the shrines. They're amos, and you write your prayers or wishes on them. And they will remain hung at the shrine until they're ritually burned to release that prayer or wish. Plus, they helped fund the shrines as well. But I had other places to go. I had another temple to get to across the street. So I gotta look back at the shrine over there. But then I had to go see this temple, which I also saw at night last time, so I got to see it during the day. It was good. And it started raining after this, obviously, so we don't know what it was. It was nice to return to the park and see the shrines and temples during the day. And then we reconvened for dinner at Nabezo, Shinjuku, for shabu shabu with my friend James, who lives in Tokyo.
And after this, because it was St. Patrick's Day Eve, here I am, living my best life.
In an Irish pub in Tokyo.
Yes. And then, on top of everything, we ran into 4 guys from Wisconsin while we were there.
Yep.
Of all the crazy things. Oh, and these sweet girls. Oh, it's too bad that the camera didn't catch. They all turned around and waved. Oh, they were very sweet. Ow. Then we hustled it way, across town. Not way across town, because this is still Shinjuku, what am I saying? But we hustled across town to go to the park. Hyatt. Yes. The New York bar. So we could have, of course, our Lost in Translation moment, which I understand is cheesy. Whatever. I don't care. Shut up and deal with it. It's also an Anthony Bourdain stop, which was equally, if not more important to us, because we hero worship him.
And this place is good to go to at least once.
Yeah.
You don't have to go every time.
Fantastic.
It's expensive.
Worth it.
But it was worth it to go
Worth it.
to see it.
Look at that view.
Day 11. Our last morning
Yep.
before heading back home.
We caught a wind ensemble concert.
There's brass in there too.
That's part of a wind ensemble.
You're
Yes.
a wind ensemble. They have percussion, so it's not all just wind ensemble.
Yes, wind ensembles have percussion too.
You have percussion.
Have you forgotten that I'm a flute player? I know what a wind ensemble
Have you
is.
forgotten I'm a trumpet player?
Yeah, well, apparently you've forgotten what a wind ensemble is.
And then to soak up the Tokyo atmosphere, we ran over to Shibuya.
Yeah, my little introverted self got a little claustrophobic here. But glad I did it, because we got to have that experience.
Saw Hachiko.
Yeah.
Saw the Shibuya Scramble.
Good boy.
And this was way more people than I saw the last time I was there.
Yeah, it was a bit much.
Get lost in that flow.
Yeah, but I'm glad that we did it. It was such a good experience, and I'm grateful for it.
From Shibuya, it was our last ride on the Yamanote line. Our last stop was at Tokyo Station, where I got to go to Character Street to get to my last little tidbits, especially from the Studio Ghibli store, Ghibli Bit store.
And we got mistaken for Canadians by an Irishman on St. Patrick's Day.
It works.
Yeah, legit. Be like, that's right, we're Canadian.
Eh?
Well, we do actually say we're not far from the Canadian border.
No.
No wonder he gave us the stink eye, like he thought we were lying to him.
After Tokyo Station, it just was back on the Narita Express. Hop on our plane and 11-12 hour ride back home.
So yeah, it was a long trip home. But Japan, thank you so much. Thanks for the memories.
Thanks for the longest St. Patty's Day we've ever had.
It was 36 hours of St. Patrick's Day.
Hey, thanks for joining us on our trip across Japan. If you enjoy what we're doing, like and subscribe. Click that bell because it does something. And then join us next time when we continue to get out and travel.